Virtual private networks, or VPNs for short, are used today for many reasons, but all of them fall under the same general umbrella: securely connecting an individual client, often a PC, to a larger server or provider. Now, in the past, these types of connections were mostly used in business settings when a large employer wishes to allow employees access to a secured internal network over the internet while working from home or in the field. But it's becoming more and more common now to see them used by even small businesses or even individuals who, for a range of reasons, wish to keep their activities online secure and private. Reasons that range from the completely understandable to the legally and or morally gray to the downright paranoid and delusional. Now, the first step of the security process for a VPN involves creating a tunnel protocol, which acts as, well, a tunnel or conduit for the information packets being transferred to pass through. It creates a security layer which instantly terminates the connection whenever it detects an intrusion and then reconnects the client back to the server using a different route, avoiding the compromised points or the entire previous route altogether the next time around. Some services even utilize highly specified routes which they consider to be lower risk than other ones, usually based on some sort of internally established metrics or a working partnership with the operator. Now, inside this protective hard chocolate tunnel is where the gooey caramel and nougat center or data can be found. This data is also encrypted, as one might expect, but on top of this, further efforts are made to ensure that the contents of one's email don't become public. Sony, anyone? Beyond standard encryption, non-linear transfer methods such as utilizing multiple routes for the traffic or the introduction of dummy code into the information packet prevents prying eyes from seeing anything but a small, garbled slice of the overall pie. So to summarize the way a VPN security works, I'll turn this into a classic analogy. It's like a taco inside a taco within a Taco Bell that's inside a KFC within a mall that's inside your brain. Okay then, Linus, if data transfers happen in basically the same way that all other internet traffic does, while offering a tremendously higher level of personal protection and the ability to access secure networks from abroad, then there's no downside, right? Let's just use them all the time. Well, actually, basically, yeah, VPNs are super cool, but come on, man. These videos are pretty much a formula at this point. You know the other shoe was gonna drop. Although some VPN companies have made utilizing their service as easy as double-clicking the correct icon and beginning to surf, and they're getting more affordable than ever, some pages and services might not work correctly over a VPN. And content loading performance can be affected as well, since encryption efforts, coupled with what can be considered less direct routes, can lead to a slower overall experience. In many cases, though, this can be solved quite easily by keeping another stock web browser installed on your computer for non-mission critical use, and it's also worth noting that many VPN users actually report faster speeds on certain popular sites such as YouTube at peak times, presumably because their traffic is avoiding some of the congestion seen along the other traditional routes. There are some other, less easily addressed problems too, though. In buildings with shoddy wiring, packet loss can look like the network is compromised, causing the connection to be continually dropped and re-established. And another is the widely reported one where the NSA in the United States has actually been known to flag accounts for using keywords related to accessing these services, meaning that seeking out extra security could potentially open one up to intrusion. Speaking of intrusion, Dollar Shave Club. You know, the guys that walk past you while you poop, kick the door open to your stall while you poop, and bother you while you're nugget mining in poop? Well, they're today's episode sponsor. They offer affordable and high-quality bathroom supplies, razor handles, razor blades, butt wipes for men, shaving butter, aftershave, you name it, as long as what you name is one of the things I just mentioned. And they'll ship that stuff to your door once a month, so you don't have to leave your house to be as well-groomed as your friends who do. Save time and save money today by joining up at dollarshaveclub.com/Linus. Thanks to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this episode. Thanks to you guys for watching. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you thought it sucked. Leave a comment if you have suggestions for future fastest possible episodes just like this one. And a shout out to another new writer who wrote today's episode. I did make some tweaks, but yeah, let us know what you think of new writer number 2. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.